Good morning, students. Today I am going to start networking, the rest part. Yesterday we have seen www and websites, web pages, difference, etc. Today I am going to discuss web hosting. Please give the heading web hosting. Please give the heading web hosting. Please write down the formal definition of web hosting. Web hosting is a means of hosting web server application. Web server application on a computer system through which electronic content on the internet is readily available to any web browser client. That means whatever content you like to develop, that you want to give in a website, then you have to do the hosting part, web hosting. So this is web hosting. Now let us see what are the different types of web hosting services available in the market. Note down various types of web hosting services. Number one is free hosting. You can host a website freely in some blog or in some shared space. So this is free hosting. Number two, virtual or shared hosting. A virtual space is there and you can share your web page over there. Then we have dedicated hosting. Our Vidyalay's website is a dedicated host because we are paying for this. So this is dedicated hosting. And then we have co-location hosting. If the location is same, it may be shared. So it is co-location hosting. So these are the four types of web hosting services available. Now next, I would like to discuss HTML. Please give the heading HTML. The full form is Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language. Please note down in your copy the full form, Hypertext Markup Language. Now the World Wide Web is actually understanding the language of HTML. The full form we have already marked. This is Hypertext Markup Language. Okay. Now it is actually the language through which you may do the programming of your web page. Okay. Now it is a document. It has a document layout and then it has hyperlink specification also. Whatever is suitable to you, you may go for it. Document layout is based on the programming and the hyperlink specification is based on a hyperlink or linking medium. Okay. It's not a word processing tool, it is actually a programming language. Then we have several other languages also for hosting the web pages or programming the web pages. Note down the next one, XML, or the full form is Extensible Markup Language. The full form is Extensible Markup Language, XML. Okay. It is also a markup language through which we can design web pages. Then we have DHTML. DHTML, that is dynamic HTML. through which we can design dynamic web pages. So what do you mean by dynamic web pages? Dynamic web pages are something that some web pages that are changeable, like it will be modified time to time by the service holder. Okay, so these are the languages used: HTML, XML, and DHTML. Come to web scripting, very important concept. Give the heading web scripting. What do you mean by web scripting? Scripting, we all know that some code is to be written. Okay, let us take down the full form of script. Formal definition of web scripting and a script. Please note down: the process of creating and embedding scripts in a web page is known as web scripting. Now in turn, here we have used the term script. What do you mean by a script? Note down the formal definition of script. A script is a list of commands embedded in a web page. A script is a list of commands embedded in a web page. Scripts are interpreted and executed by a certain program or scripting engine. Okay, so script is something written in some programming language, some codes written in a programming language. Now there may be two types of scripts. Write down them. First one is client side scripts. Client side scripts, the scripts that are written by the client itself. Client side scripts. And second one is server side scripts. Second one is server side scripts. Server side scripts. In examination, the difference between these two will come. Okay, so the client side scripting enables us to do the interaction within a web page. Note down: client side scripting enables us to do interaction within a web page. This is browser dependent. This is browser dependent. Client side scripting is browser dependent. Some popular client side scripting languages are, please note down their name: VBScript, JavaScript, Hypertext Preprocessor, or PHP. All these comes to in your examination. You have to ask to write down two examples of client side scripting languages. Then you have to mention VBScript, JavaScript, Hypertext Preprocessor, or PHP, etc. Please note down: VBScript, JavaScript, Hypertext Preprocessor, or PHP. These are some client side scripting languages. Okay, come to server side scripting. Now see, whatever work has to be done in server, that process is to be processed using server side scripting language, and then the result is sent to the client. So actually server side scripting do all the work, and it is browser independent. Okay, for example, some jobs that are used by server-side scripting languages are password protection, browser customization, and form processing. Let us note down some server-side scripting languages. Write down PHP or hypertext preprocessor. Yes, PHP is a very interesting language that provides you server side as well as client side scripting. Perl, PERL, Perl. ASP, the full form is Active Server Pages. ASP, Active Server Pages. JSP or Java Server Pages. Java Server Pages. These are few server-side scripting languages. Please note down the heading difference between client-side scripting and server-side scripting. Difference between client-side scripting and server-side scripting. Please note down the difference between these two. Please create a vertical bifurcation in between your page. In the left hand side of it, please note down client side scripting, and in the right hand side, note down server side scripting. I am showing you and I am reading the points. There will be 5 points. I'll give you all the points one by one. You please take down in your copy and mark it very important. It is coming in your examination. See one question I have leaked. Note down. Number 1. Under client side scripting, script code is downloaded and executed at client end. Number 2. Response to interaction is more immediate once the program code has been downloaded. Number 3. Services are secure as they do not have access to files and databases. All these points are coming under client side scripting. Server side I'll tell you later. Number 4. Under client side scripting, number 4. Browser dependent. Number 5. Affected by the processing speed of user's computer. Affected by the processing speed of user's computer. So this is the difference between so these are client side scripting points. Come to server side scripting points and I'll show you the first point. Note down, the script is executed at the server end and the result is sent to the client end. Number 2. Complex processes are more efficient as the program and associated resources are not downloaded to the browser. Number 3. Have access to files and databases but have security considerations when sending sensitive information. Number 4. Does not depend on browsers. Number 5. Affected by the processing speed of the host server. So this is the difference between client side scripting and server side scripting. Have you noted down all? Okay, the difference diagram I'll send you in WhatsApp. So for today this much is enough. On the next day I'll show you some more concepts of network, that is the browser concepts. Okay, thank you very much.